Welcome to Title Adam in the House, the podcast where Florida real estate gets real. Buyers, sellers, builders, lenders. If you're in the game, then you belong in the house. Let's get you to the closing table faster and with less stress. Let's go. Hey, everybody, it's Title Adam. I'm in the house and I'm in Lehigh Acres. I'm here for a good time, not for a long time. So listen up, babies. We're streaming right now on Title Adam TV. We're bringing you the information that you need. Outside of it being a beautiful Tuesday afternoon in sunny Southwest Florida, we've got some new news for you from the Royal Palm Coast Realtor Association. Thought we'd cover a couple of quick headlines, give you an update on the local market, and leave the door open for future conversation. If you're buying, selling, building, refinancing, hey, if you're doing a deal in Florida, tag in Title Adam. I'm local and licensed, and I'm here to help in all 67 counties of the Sunshine State. My cell phone's 239-888-5757. Let's go. Updates from Tallahassee. This is your public policy update. Exciting news to share this week is the Florida Hometown Heroes housing program, say that fast, has officially reopened with $50 million in new funding, giving more Floridians the opportunity to achieve the dream of home ownership. The program offers qualified buyers zero-interest loans of up to $35,000 towards their down payment and closing costs of their first home. The program continues to be an important resource for many first responders and other essential workers who keep our community strong. Here are some other occupations the program is available to: teachers and school employees, firefighters, law enforcement officers, healthcare professionals, court employees, veterans, active duty military personnel. And there are other occupations that are eligible as well. If you're not sure if you qualify or not, and you think it might be something that you're interested in, reach out to a mortgage lender, a licensed mortgage lender, someone who knows what they're talking about, because there is a lot of misinformation going around when it comes down to down payment assistance programs and ways to creatively buy your first or next home. You've got to work with the absolute best. That includes title insurance, but it's also your mortgage lender, it's your real estate agent and broker, and your homeowner's insurance agent, right? Okay. So having said that, I've told you a little bit about it. If you have eligible clients who've been waiting for the right opportunity, keep in mind, previous rounds of Hometown Heroes funding have been exhausted quickly due to overwhelming demand, so prospective buyers shouldn't wait to explore whether they qualify. Now listen, $50 million sounds like a lot of money, but as it gets evaporated for down payment and closing costs for all of these people, $35,000 at a time, you don't want to wait. It will close, it will run out of funds, and you'll be waiting until the next round. If you need to know who's who in real estate, mortgage, or insurance, tag in Title Adam, because I work with, unfortunately, the worst and the best. And so I know who knows what, and I will gladly refer you to a professional that will help you get to where you want to be faster and with less stress. That's what we do. As realtors, you're often the first to connect buyers with opportunities that can make homeownership possible. We encourage you to familiarize yourself with the program's eligibility requirements and help ensure your eligible clients are aware of this valuable resource while the funding remains available. As I said, when Hometown Heroes dropped a week ago or so, everyone jumped online to make their own little video. Everyone's so creative. We come up with some stuff I heard was absolute bullshit, untrue, and then other stuff I heard was kind of true. So again, take it with a grain of salt and check in with a licensed professional who can help you make those decisions and navigate that. But that is through the Florida Housing Finance Corporation's Facebook announcement, and brought to you by Royal Palm Coast Realtor Association. Title Adam and Premier Reputation Title are proud affiliates of Royal Palm Coast Realtor Association. We recently sponsored the YPN morning event, and we're also the title sponsor of next month's trivia night at Nice Guys Pizza in Cape Coral. I hope that you'll join us. They're teams of 5 going head-to-head with some trivia and some killer pizza. And I'm personally buying the pizza with Premier Reputation Title, and I hope that you'll join me there. If you need more information, check online or send me a text. All right. Florida Realtors PAC announces first round of endorsements for the 2026 election cycle. This week, Florida Realtors PAC announced the first round of candidate endorsements for the upcoming election cycle, and they do have a full list that you can view. It's interesting, 9 of the candidates are actual licensed and active realtors in the state of Florida. This is for the Senate and the House, and I think what you're seeing here is the Florida Realtors are looking to continue to influence and to make a big impact on lawmakers in our state. And I think it's important that they do that. When you donate to our PAC, you're actually helping further the cause of your personal business. This is what we're here to do, is help people buy and sell real estate. And RPAC is here to make sure that your voices are heard in Tallahassee. So way to go with RPAC. They do have a list there for you. And they said, quote, Florida Realtors PAC endorsements reflect our commitment to electing leaders who understand the importance of protecting private property rights and expanding opportunities for current and future property owners. We're confident these candidates will be valuable partners as we work to strengthen Florida's real estate industry, promote vibrant communities, and create pathways to homeownership. Now, please remember these endorsements are only for state races, as Florida Realtors PAC does not typically endorse a federal or a local race. Also, please note that the candidates being endorsed were evaluated on numerous factors, including their voting record on issues that are relevant to the real estate industry. That's where I tell you, RPAC is looking out for your back. They're making sure that you're protected and that your industry is protected. Listen, everything is changing. The economy is moving around. AI is changing the way that we approach our business. It's eliminating roles of really good people out there in the marketplace today. You need advocates like RPAC that are going to be there for you to make sure that your voice is heard. So way to go, RPAC. And we'll take a look at the list of candidates. We'll drop those in the notes below, and you can take a look yourself. Elections are coming up, and it's an important decision to make. You need to be educated. You need to know before you go. Florida's $1.8 trillion economy is now the world's 14th largest economy. I say that again. The state of Florida's $1.8 trillion economy is now the world's 14th largest economy in the world. The milestone means that Florida has moved past Australia and Mexico in gross domestic product and marks continued progress towards the Florida 2030 Blueprint's primary target of becoming a top 10 global economy by 2030. Now think about that for a state to be a top 10 global economy. Florida's economy grew by 6.3% over the last year, positioning the state to continue climbing the global rankings. At its current pace, Florida's economy needs to grow by approximately 2% to surpass South Korea and become the world's 13th largest economy. Reaching the top 10 will require approximately 21% additional growth, with Canada currently holding that number 10 position. We're coming for you. Florida leads the nation in key economic categories. Listen to this, what I'm about to say. This is amazing when I tell you Florida leads the nation in these categories economically. We're number one for new business startups. We're number one for higher education. We're number one state for manufacturing job growth. We're the number one state for net income migration. We're the number one state for new business migrations. We're the number one state for Black-owned businesses. We're the number two state for Hispanic and women-owned businesses. 155,742 fewer children living in poverty since the launch of the Florida 2030 Blueprint, with the lowest state debt per capita, and we're among the top states for infrastructure investment and talent growth. Florida is a great place. And one thing that we all love living here is there's no state income tax. And so one day when I get rich, I'll get to hold more of my money in my pocket. Doesn't apply to me yet. NAR releases new consumer guide seller handoff checklist. This is a nice little note here, and everybody has their own way that they do things. You may have your own checklist. Your brokerage may provide you with some really slick materials to help make the transition from buyer to seller easier. But the truth is, you may not have it. And depending on where you hang your license, you may not have any support at all. So let me tell you about this new checklist that NAR released. Sellers can create a smooth transition for a new owner using the National Association of Realtors' latest consumer guide. The one-page guide offers a handy checklist of information and resources that realtors can pass along to clients, from appliance manuals to paint colors to garbage pickup schedules, as well as suggestions for goodwill gestures that will help buyers feel they made a great purchasing decision. All the guides in the series are available from NAR, so if you don't have something that you're using today, it might be a nice way to kind of polish up the product that you deliver to your customers when you're helping them buy and sell. After 21 months of advocacy, NAR leaders helped deliver landmark housing law. Let's get into it. More than 21 months ago, the National Association of Realtors set out with an ambitious goal: build bipartisan support for the most significant federal housing package in a generation. The legislation marks the culmination of one of NAR's largest coordinated advocacy campaigns in recent years. Rather than advocating for a single proposal, NAR worked to assemble broad bipartisan support for dozens of complementary policies that together address the nation's housing shortage from multiple agencies. What is in the 21st Century Road to Housing Act? All right, it combines nearly 50 bipartisan measures focused on four broad priorities. Here they go: increase the housing supply. Increase that housing supply. The law includes provisions to help communities remove barriers to new housing, modernize federal housing programs, encourage modular and manufactured housing, streamline permitting and environmental reviews, preserve existing housing stock, support rural housing, and expand local planning efforts to increase housing production. That was number one, to increase the supply. Number two is expanding access to home ownership. The package creates new opportunities for small dollar mortgages, encourages lenders to serve underserved borrowers, supports home ownership savings initiatives, and improves housing options for families using housing vouchers. I like this a lot, and I'll tell you why. Everybody thinks of Florida and we think of the $1 million deals, and believe me, they're out there. I've closed them myself, and I'm looking forward to closing more in the future. There's also a segment of our population that needs lower loan amounts that may not be incredibly profitable to the originator, loan amounts that may actually be a loss to make. It's important that that population is still served. It's important that that population still has access to funding so that they can buy a home. And so I was really happy to see that in there. That was point two. Point three, expand access to capital. Several provisions strengthen financing for affordable housing development, encourage community investment, support bank formation, and improve access to capital needed to build more homes. And then here's your fourth one. The fourth pillar was to support veterans. The legislation expands awareness of VA home loan benefits, strengthens housing assistance for disabled veterans, and improves transparency through the Veterans Affairs Loan Informed Disclosure Act, helping veteran homebuyers better compare available financing options. That is big news. That's the 21st Century Road to Housing Act. And we just saw National Association of Realtors put in a lot of work to get that done. That looks fantastic. We'll look forward to hearing more about the progress that they make with that. And promises kept, we'll find out, and we will check back in. My name is Adam, and I do title. They call me Title Adam. If you're buying, selling, building, refinancing, or doing a deal in Florida, I want you to tag me in. I'm local and licensed. I'm a remote online notary. I have all of the tools, the talent, and the treasure to bring you to the closing table faster and with less stress. And hey, look, I'm shaking off a little bit of rust here because I haven't been on. I haven't been in front of you in some time now. And look at me. I'm up here as a star. This is great. We had something really special happen to us in our family this month. We got a puppy. We did it. We got a golden retriever puppy. Her name is Honey. Her name is Lady Honey Biscuit of Markdale. She's absolutely stunning. She is, I guess, approaching 10 weeks now. She has grown in the week and a half that we've had her. We're having a lot of fun with it. And Jade and I have raised babies. We've been parents for a long time to a lot of kids. And getting a puppy was kind of like going back to day one, bringing the baby home. And we actually used Rose's pack and play to contain the puppy for the first night when we brought her home on a Sunday night. We put her in the baby's pack and play, and that worked for exactly one night. And now we have her in a beautiful, she got her beautiful crate, which is her private personal area where she can hang out and she's safe. And I tell her if any bad guys come, I'm gonna lock the door to protect her in there. So we're working on the crate training, and I'm so lucky to have a partner in Jade who's home with that with our daughter, but also with the puppy now, and making sure that dog is learning well. Because I said like this, I don't want the dog digging in my yard. I don't want the dog biting branches off the trees. Those are two things that just really irk me. Okay. And so she's been working on that, but I come in with the discipline. I come in the evening, to kind of make sure the training is done, that we're doing best what we do most. And so for right now, that is just walking her on her vest and getting her used to being on a lead. We are so excited to have a new addition to the family because as the weather gets nicer, and it will, I know right now it's miserable, but as the weather gets nicer, we're going to go to Harns Marsh Preserve. We're going to go to Trailhead Park. We're going to go to Veterans Park. We're going to climb all the way to the top of the hill at Veterans Park with that little puppy. And we're going to let her see how beautiful Lehigh Acres is. Hey, do you live in Lehigh like I do? Then you love Lehigh like I do. And you're going to see me out and about with the pup. You're going to see me hold a pup cast. You're going to see me do a pass the pup. You're going to see me do all kinds of stuff. And I'm dog friendly now. So if you've got one, bring it into my office here on Lee Boulevard. Let's get the dog biscuits out. Let's get whatever we need. Lint rollers for all. Okay. I'm wearing black, and you know me coming in the Johnny Cash triple black. Now that I've got the golden retriever, we're going to need to get involved with a lint roller for sure. Anyways, that's what's happening in our life. We're managing to close a lot of deals in the in between. You know, we've got a new member on our team here in the Lehigh Acres office. Her name is Amanda. She is experienced. She is professional. She is hitting the ground running, and we're actively closing deals today. She's actually wrapping one up right now. So we've got a team here, and we are fully staffed. You can come and visit us Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. We're here at 3507 Lee Boulevard. They call it Lee Boulevard Central, and it's with good reason. We're right here in the thick of everything happening. Eliano's Coffee is getting ready to open up just on the other side of Stewart Title. You call it Townsend Title. I call it Stewart Title because they sold. But that's getting ready to open up here in any day now, and we're going to be enjoying coffees. We're going to be enjoying pastries. We're going to be having a lot of fun, and that is just down the road. We'll be in August before you know it, and that will take us really through the third quarter, and we'll start focusing on year end. It sounds crazy to say it, but this year will be over before you know it. We've had a great time so far year to date. We thank all of our business partners that have actually allowed me to do what I'm here to do what I said I wanted to do, which is to help people buy and sell real estate, to be your trusted advisor. When it comes to title insurance, I'm the guy you want to talk to. I work hard, I work often, I will make sure that you're protected at all times because that's what we do here at Premier Reputation Title. We're licensed, we're insured, we're bonded, we're background checked, we're clean, we're living well, and we're here to help you. So like I said, I'm going to wrap it for now. This was just a quick and dirty to bring you some headlines, but anytime that you have a title question, you want to talk, you want to come in the house with Title Adam, just give me a call, 239-888-5757. Title Adam out. That's a wrap on Title Adam in the house. Subscribe, share, and tag in Title Adam when it's time to close. You want to be a guest? Book your spot. The link's in the show notes.